Bonsai by the Samurai presents. Good afternoon. I'm Terry Atkins, and I just came from Ron Salada's house, and we had bonsai Thursday. Call it driveway bonsai. But we did some filming there of his trees, and we walked around with him. And next Thursday, we're actually going to Heathcote Gardens to see some fabulous trees that have been around a long time. But I just wanted to do a little introduction. Ron is the president of our club, the founder and facilitator of everything, and he's a wonderful individual. And the rest of this film will show him leading us around, showing us some of his trees. When we go to Heathcote, I'll do a further interview of him. I did one today, but unfortunately there was a lot of noise in the background, and it was just so long that probably wouldn't hold the viewers' attention. So I figured I'd do the interview while we're looking at those fabulous trees up there, which would probably make all the difference. So to keep this film short, under 10 minutes, I'm going to cut off right now. So goodbye. I hope you enjoy.
Growing some buds on it. This I cut back and see what happens. That bougainvillea.
Yeah, I'm going to film a little bit of this.
Okay. This is my next project. I'm going to cut this back a little bit because it's pretty much done flowering. So
When are you going to cut it back?
Start working on the carving. Sorry?
When are you planning to do your cut back?
I'll probably do them towards the end of the month, I think.
Okay.
My natal Ficus natalensis, I'm just letting it grow. That I got as a cutting from Doug when I pruned his. I screwed over rock, and I found a really nice ceramic flat tray. I have it back there. If I drill a hole in it, I'm going to put that rock in the middle of that.
Sweet.
This, I was going to cut this back, but I'm going to do likewise. I'm going to wait a little bit on that. That bougainvillea. These are all yard. Every bougainvillea that you see here were taken out of someone's yard. Urban Yamadori. Very nice. My tall Ficus Benjamin is doing real well. That's probably my oldest tree, yes. Yes. The Ficus beside it, that's our rescue. That's doing really well. And I'm going to probably move that up front at some point in time. My camellia has plenty of flower buds on it. Whether it flowers or not remains to be seen. I just incorporated some bonsai soil into the potting mix that was in it.
This one here on the end.
Yes, that is a Prenda. And I got that as a cutting from Malcolm. I just did a little pruning on it, took all the yellow leaves off of it. I'm not sure when I can really cut this thing back, but I want to cut it back. Yeah, I think I'll wait a little bit more towards warmer weather to do that.
Well, when I went north at Christmas time, mine just went.
Yeah.
Is that like it killed it, or?
Might have, yeah. Yeah, they need more. They need to be protected. My firethorn, I'm waiting to see when and if that will ever get flowers and berries on it. That's a red firethorn, gets red berries on it.
The Pyracantha, yeah.
Pyracantha, yes.
Yeah.
No leaves on it, but alter flower.
My calamondin,
That's pretty.
is doing well. I just initially shaped it and cut it back a little bit, shortened it a little bit, and now I'm just going to let it grow into the spring. You can see I pruned my forest, cut it back. I don't think I need to put any wire on it, because I wired it initially, but I think it's doing well.
What's the story on boxwood here? You're just gonna let them sit for the winter till they get kind of.
I'm going to protect it if it gets cold. I have that one up there, my
Oh yeah. I see.
That has suffered a little bit from the cool weather. I'm not sure if that's the cause of it, but it's not dead, but it's not doing well. But that's doing okay. But I got to protect it when it gets really cold. Rain tree, you got to protect. Everything up here I have to protect, other than the junipers. Podocarpus is doing good. I got that as a cutting for Malcolm. These are the last two trees that I'm tending for two girls in the park. Yeah, the boxwood and the oak forest.
This has been a fun project to watch you working on.
Yeah, I think it's turning into a great tree.
I agree.
Suriname cherry, brush cherry. I just cut it for shape. It had some long sprouts on it.
This could be an Epcot submission in a couple. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
it
the
could be.
size you need,
It could be.
and it's a full tree. And
Yeah.
then, especially later on when you've got your ramification where you want it, and you get some of the fruit and all that, it would be an awesome Epcot.
It just gets loaded with flowers, but I haven't been able to develop fruit on it. Now, what I've done this year, for the last 3 months or 2 months, I've been feeding them 0-10-10s
Yeah.
to build up for the roots and the spring flowers and the spring fruit. So hopefully that works out. My juniper raft, I went from 11 trunks to 7 trunks, thinned it out, let more air get in it, created some gins, and I think that's looking good.
Your mondo grass is an accent.
Yeah, that's just been taking its time growing in there. But it looks a lot better since I thinned it out. It was too dense before.
You really get to see the trunks.
The juniper beside it, the slanting style, that is an urban Yamadori from in front of our fitness center. And that's done real well as well. It's just in nice shape. I may take this lowest right-hand branch off. I'm not sure yet. We'll see as time goes on. This is a cypress I got from Malcolm. This one here, and I gave that a good whack, pruned it.
Could have been mine, but
Yep.
oh well.
Oh well. He who hesitates is last.
I know.
Last.
And I see you got a tanuki, several
Tanuki
tanukis.
there, yes. The juniper tanuki that
And this is
I
a
created for Ernie.
tanuki too.
No, this is not a tanuki. This
It's
is just
not,
a
it's
driftwood planting.
Just a driftwood planting.
Yep, that's all that is. Let me set this down. It's getting heavy.
I see you've
And
kept
all
your,
my pines are right here in this collection right here.
kept your Italian stone pine alive. I failed at that.
I did,
this year.
yes.
To start all over again. 3
Yes.
years, back to square one.
It's got a lot of candles on it.
You're still young.
Tis the way of bonsai.
You know, one of the things that we're going to learn as we go through our pine work is that there's different areas of strength on a pine tree. You have your strong area, your middle area, and your weak area. And you manage the growth of those by pulling needles and et cetera, et cetera. And you can kind of see that on a stone pine. Where are all the candles at? Strong area on the top where it gets the most sun. Hardly any candles down in this area here. But it's done well. I've held on to it. This is a hackberry. That's part of the elm family. That'll go dormant. So I'm just letting it out here. And all this stuff from here on back can stay out in the cold weather. I don't worry about it.
Some of them need the cold, actually. They really do.
And this is my slash pine. I have actually a piece of driftwood in there. And I'm trying to kind of graft this approach graft in here, and if it's grass, then I may actually do some work and maybe cut the bottom off of it here and just use this as an apex. But we'll see. It has lots of possibilities on it. This is a longleaf pine that's really thickened up. It was less than an inch when I got it, and it's really thickened up quite nice. I thought about shortening it, but the more it's growing out, the more I like it just like it is.
The bark is getting good looking.
It really is gnarly looking, isn't it?
Yeah, nice. So what's growing over here in the rock?
That is a golden dewdrop.
Golden
And I should be
dewdrop.
protecting that probably, but the stone weighs about 30 pounds. It's a piece of coquina.
Coquina.
And I'll have to
It's from
repot
the
it again in
coquina
the
plant.
springtime. It fills up pretty fast with roots.
Coquina.
But as it's thickened up, it's gotten to be kind of nice. It's thinned out a little bit. It droops by itself. It gets berries and flowers now every year now.
So I see you use rainwater here.
I use rainwater, yes, whenever I can. If I'm in a hurry, I don't, but Certain things you're supposed to use rainwater on, like gardenias and camellias, and there's like rainwater. The lime in them doesn't help them, so hurts them actually.
So
Here's a shimpaku.
I noticed,
Looking
yeah.
for a shimpaku.
I know. I filmed it. This is
This
the
is
third
an
time I
ilex
filmed.
that came out of a neighbor's yard, and this was air layered off of right up in here.
Wow.
So this was part of that, and they're both doing quite well.
Yeah, I got that shimpaku from Jason.
Yeah.
I think it was only $7 for the cutting, and then I created this cutting that's down here
Yeah.
from it. So I'm
doing
looking
well.
for some cuttings now.
This came out of the
I
ground.
saw.
This is an air layer off of a tree up at the garden walk, if I remember correctly. That's a
Wow, that's
crepe myrtle.
crepe myrtle. It's
Crepe
beautiful
myrtle
color.
knuckle in the back corner. This oak tree came out of the forest here, the swamp up on the north course, with permission.
Wow. Yeah, I'm going to